Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hope y'all are doing amazing today. Got a very special live coming to you. Do me a favor, once you get on, make sure you share this out, drop it in people's DM. We got a very, very special guest coming on today. Talk about how you can get involved, how you can, attend and definitely get more exposure to your business. See some folks jumping on. Great. Hello, everyone. Do me a favor. Drop some comments down. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I know we got folks coming from all over, so let me know that. Hey, how you doing? I think our special guest is here. So do me a favor, like I said, y'all, drop this in someone's DM, tag someone else that needs to be here. Let me accept. Very important conversation. Shanisha, you up in Jacksonville tonight? I thought you was repping Alabama. Hey, Aisha, how you doing?
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain. Cannot complain.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much for jumping on. I know you're very, very busy, especially extra busy, given everything that's coming up. So I appreciate your time.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be on with you tonight. Hello, everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Before we even get started, definitely, just let folks that don't know who you are, if they were hot under a rock, who you are, your background, and everything like that.
All righty. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Aisha Taylor Issa. I'm the founder and CEO of the Sisters in Business Expo. We serve as the country's only multi-city small business expo and community created specifically to celebrate and educate entrepreneurial women of color. We're also the owners of the Sister Shop, which is our retail and e-commerce destination that features the brands of now over 100 Black women-owned brands from around the country. And yeah, that's me. I'm also an ordained minister, a mom, a wife, born and raised in Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. And currently a Georgia resident.
Out to Georgia, ATL.
Yeah.
Jumping on. So yes, like Aisha said, she does a lot. She has a lot going on. She does amazing work, really helping, Black businesses specifically women-owned businesses. So I'm even curious. I know a lot about, like, before you guys started. Like, how did you get into this? Like you said, you have, of course, the expo coming up. We'll talk about that in multiple different cities. You are in the city, close to a city. Make sure you come out. You have multiple retail locations. But, like, what is, like, the journey? Like, how did you get started with this, like, from the very beginning? I think it froze a little bit. Can y'all hear me? So I said, thank you for what you do, Aisha. Though you may be mad at me right now. uh, I hope it didn't freeze. Can y'all still hear me? You can still hear me? Okay. She might have had some connection issues. Don't worry. She'll be right back. Let me check the comments on here. I know y'all on fire. Uh, okay, she's back. Let me let her back on. There we go.
Okay. Back.
Yep, you good.
Not sure what happened there. But yeah, so the journey, it has been quite a journey. That's a great word for it. I'm not new to entrepreneurship. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. My first business I owned with my sister. It was called Tailor Made Professional Career Consulting. We did career consulting, resume writing, interview training, and recruiting services for over 15 years. We actually just shut that business down last year. And so throughout that journey, there were always things that I wanted to do as a business owner, but didn't necessarily know how or have the access or the resources to do them. And then around 2017, God gave me this vision, this idea to create a platform for women of color entrepreneurs that I wish I had had when I first started out my business. At the time, there was also all this buzz around Black women being the largest and fastest growing demographic of entrepreneurs in the country. And Everybody was talking about that. But then also uncovering the fact that while we were the largest and fastest growing, we were also the least earning and least funded. And so that didn't sit well with me. And I really wanted to create something that would help close that gap by being an affordable and accessible platform where women of color could showcase their products and services. Because as a business owner myself, I always felt like there was a void for that. All of the other like expos and trade shows were always like at an astronomical rate, or you had to know somebody to get in and all that stuff. And so we wanted to close that gap. And so that's really how we got here. And so we launched in 2017. And it's been a ride ever since.
hmm Yeah, I love that. Let me check the comments. I know we have some comments. Hey, Alyssa, what's this here? Thank you so much for being on here. Some other folks over here joined in. Hello, Philly Candy Girl. Yes,
Oh,
so
hey, kitty girl.
that is great. Like you said, I mean, I personally don't see a lot of platforms out here specifically for Black-owned businesses, Black women-owned businesses. There are a lot of other platforms, business chambers and, SBA and stuff like that, but nothing really specifically owned by Black women, for Black women, events for Black women, really trying to put other people's products in your shop and stuff like that. So I love that. Someone said such an amazing opportunity. Thank you. Yeah, 4,000 for some of these trade shows. Yeah, definitely. So I love that. So
Exactly.
like, as since you started it, like how has the journey been, with getting a lot of other businesses exposure, even, your own business, stuff like that. How has it been?
So, it's been a blessing. It's been a tedious blessing, but it's been a blessing. We've been very fortunate that from the very beginning, we have had the support of our sisters in business. From the very first time when we announced this platform and this opportunity, we sold out, of vendor spaces in our first 6 weeks. And we've been doing that ever since. We realized quickly that there was a greater need for this than we even expected or anticipated. And so that side has not been difficult at all because sisters needed this. And so they've embraced it. They've trusted us with their brands. And so we're grateful for that and their support, which has allowed us to expand our platform, expand our services and opportunities to reach even more sisters. But of course, there has not been there has been its fair share of challenges too, getting the support of other entities, of corporate sponsors, of other organizations, of finding the resources that we need so that we can provide this support hasn't always been easy. We've gotten a lot of no's along the way, but we definitely don't allow that to stop us. And so we've just kept pushing, kept growing, and it's really reached heights that we never even expected.
Yeah, I love that. It's so
Mhm.
important, and if we don't do it, we can't expect anyone else to do it if we don't want to do it. To be
Nope.
honest. So we
We're the
definitely,
ones we've been waiting for, right?
exactly, literally. So that's why I definitely commend you for just doing that, because most other people aren't doing that and willing to, put their business and their reputation online to help us. So we definitely appreciate that. So one of the main reasons why I want to do this live, of course, because you have an amazing event coming up on Saturday in my city. You can tell people about that first, if people don't know, and then we can elaborate on that, why people should come.
Yes.
Back. I put it down there. I pinned it also for folks that do want to come out, but definitely talk about what's coming up on this Saturday.
Yeah, shout out to Philly. So we are kicking off our 2022 tour this Saturday. Our tour, usually the times have changed since COVID. It used to be April to September. Now we run from July to October. And the first stop is in Philly. It's our fourth time in the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. Philly always shows us so much love. We have such a great time there. And so we're excited to be back this Saturday from 10 to 6 at the Hilton City Ave. We were there last year as well. We've got an amazing, amazing day planned. And if you have not been, I can't even describe to you the experience. You just got to come. Those who have been know what I'm talking about. There's just something about this space that is really, really special. It's not like any other conference or expo you've been to. We've been penned as the largest most intimate expo, right? So we're big in size, but it doesn't feel big. It feels like really close knit, really like family when you come to our expos. And so that's what's going to pop up on Saturday from 10 to 6 at the Hilton City Avenue. We have amazing speakers, panelists, entertainment, and it's really just about information and inspiration, but just also about an organic network that you can't pay for, right? And so our keynote speakers this year are AJ Johnson and Yandy Smith Harris, both amazing entrepreneurs and sisters in business, but of course, media personalities, producers, activists, and all of that. And so we're really excited to have them with us this year on the entire tour, really. And also, we've got our superpower panel, which features some really successful women in business from the Philadelphia area, talking about their journey, giving real tips and strategies on how they've been able to grow their businesses. And then also we've got our passion to profit panel, right? So they're going to be talking about something that you're really passionate about, how you can actually turn that into something that is profitable. And so we're all substance and no fluff at the Sisters in Business Expo. And so all I can tell you is you want to be in the room because first of all, the vendors are bananas, right? So we bring some of the best vendors from all over, primarily from Philly, of course, but all over are going to be in the room. Around 75 vendors are going to be in that space. And so you're going to shop till you drop. You're going to dance. You're going to laugh. You're going to network. You're going to learn. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. And it's a family event. So bring your auntie, your cousin, your baby daddy, your husband, your grandpa, whoever, your children. Everybody is welcome. And you can get tickets on our website.
Listen, you got me excited.
Yeah, man. I mean, it really is. And I'm not just saying that because it's ours. Me and my team, we just look forward to this every year because there's something really special about this space. And even when COVID happened and we couldn't have them in 2020, and yeah, we did virtual things, but there's nothing like being in the room at a Sisters in Business Expo. And so we came back last year. We had an amazing experience in Philly last year. And so we're going to come back and do it again.
I love it. I'm telling everybody in Philly, make sure you come to this event. Definitely. You still have vendor spots open?
We got a few in a few categories. Some categories are sold out, but you would have to move like very quickly, like today. The application is on our website as well. And so we can squeeze a few more in. If you're interested, definitely go to the link right now in our bio and click and complete that vendor application. You would have to get it completed like by the end of today, tomorrow at the absolute latest, to be able to get into the room as a vendor.
Okay. How much does that run?
So it varies, but the average is about $450, I think. And I say I think because I don't manage that part of the business anymore. But the team will get back to you right away. And it also varies from city to city, just depending on the venue. But I think it's somewhere around $450, $475 or something like that. But you can't put a price on this experience because it's really so much more than just what you pay. And that's something that we've been trying to get people to understand too, who vend at events. A lot of times they think, oh, well, I spent $450, I need to make $450. And it's so much deeper than that, so much bigger than that. And if you're signing up for any event, I don't care if it's $50. If you're signing up for an event just to make back that $50, don't even waste your time, right? Because it's so much more than that. The connections that you make, the brand awareness that you get, the information that you receive at our experiences, becoming a part of this network and this community that lasts far beyond just this one event. We really hope people understand that. And so, and like we said, we got some folks out here charging $4,000. So, you come rock with us for the 400 and something, and you'll see what an incredible experience it is. So we don't have that many spaces left, but if folks are interested and they're not in a category that is sold out, we can try to accommodate them, but they'd have to move quickly.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Another thing I want to say, me being the funnel doctor, which I always defended, a lot of people only focus on like getting that one sale and, I want to make my money back and stuff like that. Listen, make sure you are capturing people's information. So getting their name, email, phone number, because they may shop with you that one time when they see you at the expo, but now you can put them on your email list. Now you can put them on your text list. Now they can literally be lifelong customers. So that's another hack that I work with so many product brands and people vending and stuff like that, and they never think about that. Like, oh, I had all these people, but now I can't follow up with them. Now I can't send them
That's it.
emails. Now I can't get them to shop again. So that's a big hack
That's
right
it. That is worth more than any dollar amount you can put on it. And then the key is some people are getting the information but then not following up, right? So you
there.
have
Right,
to
right,
follow through. Don't just have them write down. First of all, I don't know why you're writing down anything. You should have a digital way to capture it. But whatever you do,
right,
just
right,
capture it, right? And if you're capturing it, follow up, and you need to follow up within like the first 48 to 72 hours, so that you ride that wave of enthusiasm that folks have after they leave the event. And it works. It works. Think about all the events that you go to where these major corporations, capture your information and now they're all in your inbox. It's for a reason. It's because this type of marketing works. And so these are some of the things that we hope and we teach our sisters.
definitely. So I'm telling everybody in Philly, Jersey, South Jersey, Cherry Hill, Camden, wherever you at, Delaware, Wilmington,
Delaware,
hey,
everybody. I
cities.
don't care. You can come from Brooklyn. I don't care where you come from. Just pull up.
Definitely. West
Pull
Philadelphia,
up for sure.
Delaware County, Montgomery County, with the whole everybody. Make sure you pull up attend this event. I will be there as well. Looking forward to that, and definitely shopping with the vendors. And I definitely seen, like you talk about the panel, and I seen you got some TSP Mastermind folks on the panel.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Shout out to the
Um,
mastermind. We have some mastermind folks who are on the panel. Shamika Jackson and Sherelle Mosey. And then we have some other amazing sisters from Philly. Y'all probably know a lot of them. Zakia Blaine, from FBF Body. The list is long. I really need to be looking at the flyer because there's so many who are going to be on the stage, but you just need to be there. One thing about us is that we are very selective. And we're very prayerful about who we allow into our space and who we invite onto our stage. And so we don't just come with no, winky dink people. We bring sisters who have done this work and who are evidence that you can do it too. Right. Not just going to come up there and tell you, some fluff that's not going to really help you, but really, really pour into you and share their story and parts of their journey so that you can understand that they started off just like you, right? But now they've been able to reach 6, 7 figures because they've done the work. And if they could do it, you could do it too. So we're always very intentional. Yeah, we do have celebrities and they're great. And a lot of them also have that same story of I started here and I was able to put in the work and make this success. But we also want you to see everyday people right from Philly, right from Atlanta, right from the DMV, right from Jersey who have done the same thing. So yeah, we're really, really intentional about who we bring into our space. And I think that's why it's always such a special event. And you just gotta have a good time. If y'all have not been, you can click the link in our bio, go to our YouTube channel. You can check out some of the recap videos, see some of the fire experiences. And yeah, it's gonna be really dope.
Definitely. So make sure I got the link in there. I pinned it to the chat. You can go on her bio and look as well. And like she said, if you do live far or whatever, she's going to DMV, Newark, ATL. Is it another city or is that all of them?
Philly, DMV, Atlanta, and Newark. Oh, and I forgot to mention one very important thing. So this year is the first year that we are hybrid. So even if you are not local, even if you are not able to physically come to the event, you can get a virtual ticket and experience all of the sessions, the on-stage sessions virtually and shop with the vendors virtually. So yeah, you should definitely consider that and pull on up to the virtual expo if you're not able to be there physically.
Yeah, definitely. I love that God has sent her all that you do. So honored to be a part of your space. That is amazing. So just a couple other questions. And I'll let you get back to a very, very busy evening. um, can you talk a little bit about if someone's interested in putting their products in your store and your brand new store that you just opened? Shout out to you for that and congratulations on that. And there's some ATL folks, they definitely need to go and check that out too. But let people know the opportunity to actually have their products in your store.
Yeah, thank you so much. So The most recent or newest part of our brand is called the Sister Shop. It's not so new anymore. We've been in business in terms of the Sister Shop for over a year. And the Sister Shop is our retail and e-commerce destination for Black women-owned brands from around the country. And so we opened our first location in Elizabeth, New Jersey back in April of 2021. So we celebrated 1 year there in April. And then about 3 weeks ago, we opened our second location in Atlanta, Georgia at Atlantic Station. And it is amazing. It's beautiful. We call it a sanctuary for sisterhood, where you can shop brands exclusively by women of color. And if you're not local to one of the areas, you can shop online at thesistahshop.com. We ship all over the country. And so it's a really, really important space. We ultimately are positioning ourselves to become the Amazon of Black women-owned brands. So you don't have to hunt and look all over for when you want to support a sister in business. You can go to one place, the Sister Shop, either in the store or online at thesistahshop.com. And so if anyone is interested in being a part, you can just head to the website, thesistahshop.com, and it's SISTAH, just like our brand, SISTAH, thesistahshop.com, and just click on the city that you're interested in and submit the application to be considered for having your products in the store. In addition to the products that we sell on the shelves, we also have weekend vendors. So we have weekend pop-up vendors who come on the weekends and do a pop-up and sell their products themselves on weekends. So there are two different ways that you can participate, and all of that information is on the website as well.
Great. Yeah, you're doing amazing work. Definitely congratulations. Like you said, I know it's not easy. I know it's challenging. I know it's a lot, but we appreciate you in the community for just doing this amazing work. And I love how you said, like, basically the Black Amazon, Black-owned businesses, especially women-owned businesses. So, how many of y'all on here spending all y'all coins with Amazon, Amazon Prime, and so forth? But we definitely got to support this movement.
That's right.
And stuff like that.
Yes, yes, yes. So we are really, really, really excited about what we've been able to accomplish, and we're not done yet. We have some big announcements coming up later this year and at the top of next year. Can't stop, won't stop. We have so much more to do, so many more sisters in business to touch and reach and educate and empower. We have been able to partner with some really great brands and organizations, Goldman Sachs, Square, and others who are helping us to do this work. Many of you know, or may not know, we also have a foundation, which is the Sisters in Business Foundation. And through that foundation, we give away grants. So last year we gave away close to $20,000 in grants to our pitch contestants. And we're going to do the same thing this year, but this year we're trying to like triple that number. So if you just follow us here on Instagram, and be sure to join our mailing list, because y'all know these algorithms be tripping, you'll be sure to get the information on when the pitch competition opens up, and when our university courses return in the fall, and some of the other announcements we have coming up. So yeah.
Great. Yeah, that is amazing. Thank you so much for all this. Does anybody have any questions or anything you want to ask, before we get out of here? Like I said, thank you again just for your time and just sharing all this great information, coming to the city, showing love to the city, opening the space for people to vend and, do make money and build connections and relationships, giving other people a platform to speak and be on panels and stuff like that. So we definitely appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you for all you do to help us out. Our business is better because of the services of the Funnel Doctor. So we appreciate you and the work you do to help businesses like ours, become seen and reach more people. And Philly has like always been home, even before Sisters in Business. I've been coming to Philly since I was a kid. My uncle and cousins have always lived in Philly, and so it's always been home. We've always come there. And so when we were thinking about cities to come to bring the expo to from the very beginning, it was a no-brainer. I was like, we going to Philly because Philly is home. So always glad to be back there. Can't wait to get there on Thursdays when I'll be getting in town, so that we can get this weekend started, get it popping. It's gonna be amazing. Y'all also shout out to Radio One. They are our media partners. They have been since day one. So if you haven't already, you'll probably hear the promo commercials running on Radio One. They're also gonna be doing some ticket giveaways. So check that out as well. And yeah, we've got some good stuff coming this year. So
Yeah, I'm excited
for the
for
rest of this year, I should say. I can't believe it's already half over.
this. So when we shopping with a lot of businesses, I'm gonna be walking through. I'm gonna have a bag on me. So if y'all want some of
Bring
this
your
bag,
coins. Bring your coins, okay? These sisters do not play. Our vendors are so dope. You can go to our website and see a list of all the vendors that are going to be there. And they always take all my money. It's crazy. And I got to do it in 4 cities. So I definitely be broke
yeah,
by
yeah,
October. But it's worth it. I wouldn't shop anywhere else. I'm very intentional about how I spend my money. And I think more of us need to be. My first resource is always to go to a Black-owned business, and
right.
especially a Black woman-owned business. So whenever I can, I buy Black. And if we are intentional about how we spend our money, no businesses would struggle. No Black-owned or Black women-owned businesses would go out of business. If folks just thought about it, like I need soap, I don't gotta go to Walgreens. I can holler at my sister in business or my brother. I need some candles. I don't gotta go to Bath and Body Works. They don't care about us anyway. They put out whack campaigns in Black History Month. Let me go to one of the zillions of Black-owned businesses that make candles. So we just gotta think and be intentional about how we're spending our money, and that's all we need. If we buy with us, we would all be 6 and 7 figure businesses for real.
Facts. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, so let's see. All right, I don't see any questions. Yeah, I don't see any questions. If you do watch the replay, I'll make sure I save the live. Drop replay or drop a comment. Definitely make sure you check out the link. Come in Philly, pull up. There's only a few vendor spots left. So if you want to be a vendor, if you got some great products, you want to get in front of a lot of people. I definitely suggest that you
And you
go.
could be a service-based business too.
Mhm.
One thing about us is we're intentional about including all business types, and we're trying to educate more service businesses on how important it is to be in these kinds of spaces too. I had a service business, like I mentioned, I was a career consultant and recruiter, and so I learned very quickly how valuable these types of events were, because I used to have that same mindset, like, well, oh, am I actually selling a product? What's the point? Listen, I literally would have people reaching out to us years later just because they learned about our service at a trade show we did years before. So it's really important that you sow and plant those seeds, that you bring about brand awareness, that you make those connections, that you network, and that you add value. And you don't have to be actually selling something to do that. So service-based businesses, nonprofits, authors, all types of those other types of organizations are welcome to.
I'm glad that you said that, because that's something that a lot of us, me as a service business, we don't think about too. It's like, only for products. I'm not selling a product. It doesn't apply to me. But you're
Listen, and when you go to the other events,
yeah, 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 yeah.
it's all service businesses. It's all service-based businesses. I promise you.
Mhm.
Like that other expo called the Small Business Expo that goes all over the country, charging thousands of dollars to get a booth.
Right.
99% of the vendors there are service based, okay? Because they understand how important it is and how valuable it is to be in a space like that. How else are people going to know about your service? You
Mm,
cannot rely only on social media. You cannot rely only on emails and texts. I promise you there is still value in that face-to-face contact. I don't know if you remember, Ryan, when we were at when we were at live a couple weeks ago, and Sharice Jones, she was talking about her journey, and she talked about how she started growing her brand at expos, at trade shows, being a
yeah.
vendor, right? And now she's a multi 7-figure business. We're talking about Sharice Jones from Sassy Jones. So, don't overlook these types of spaces. And I know what happens is a lot of people, they get done dirty, right? Like they have bad experiences and they're like, oh, I don't want to do no more expos or trade shows. You just went to the wrong one. That's
Right.
all I'm gonna tell you. Or you went into it with the wrong mindset and the wrong expectation.
Mm,
So if you open up your mind and you go into it with different expectations, this can really be a significant part of the growth journey of your business. So we
Mm.
have a lot of our vendors like Rebellious Beauties on here. She goes to multiple cities with us. I think she was with us last year in 3 cities. Fashion and Favor, other vendors, they travel with us because they understand how important this is and they appreciate the quality and the level of excellence that we put into creating these experiences. So highlight us if you're interested.
Yeah, listen, that is so important. I'm glad you said that. And this expo, yours specifically has your avatar. Like if you're a black owned business, 95% of the time you serve black people. You know what I mean? So your avatar is going to be in the room, whether that's a woman, man, old, young, family, not. I guarantee you that your avatar is going to be in the room, and you may go to the SBA or small business expo, whatever case may be, but your avatar may not be there. You know what I mean? It's not specifically curated with us in mind. So that's another why you got to be in the room because, like you said, how Sharice built her business to like 20 million that she did last year, starting out at trade shows. Your expo was specifically designed for black businesses. So I guarantee you, as a product or service brand, your avatar is going to be in that room. So you got to get in front of it.
We bringing them to you. We like handing them to you on a plate. Gotta
Right.
serve it up. So yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
All right. Well, like I
Hey,
said,
servant
much so much for this conversation. I don't see any questions. Listen, she dropping gems on here. Y'all ain't got no questions. Like y'all tripping. If y'all ain't got no questions,
I'm just answering the ones I think they might want to ask.
right. For real. Like seriously. But like I said, if you haven't already secured your vendor spot, if you're interested, definitely click the link. If you just want to attend and be there in this amazing experience, definitely click the link. You can attend as well.
Yep.
Multiple cities that you can attend, not just Philly, but right now we're talking about Philly. We want the whole city to come out, if you're able.
Yes, yes, yes. Philly is always an amazing time. They show up and show out. For like a little while, we was trying to like figure out who had like the biggest and most intense crowd, and it was like real close between Newark and Philly. But now we don't even compare them no more because Philly don't play. Like we up in here. They always come through, always show out. So many of our vendors sell out. They're like, yo, and a lot of times when people do Philly, they want to do the rest of the tour. Like wherever you going, I don't care where it is, I'm coming. Because Philly just sets the bar so high. So we're always excited to be in Philly, always excited to support and empower the sisters that are there in business. Some really great business comes out of Philly. So y'all don't sleep on Philly. And make sure you're in the room. And again, it's Philly, July 10th, no, July 9th, this Saturday. We're in the DMV at the University of Maryland College Park on August 13th. We are in the ATL on September 10th. And then we are in Newark, New Jersey on October 21st and 22nd. That one is a 2-day experience. The Friday is our conference and the Saturday is our expo. So yeah, you holla at us, travel to be with us. We're not new to this, we're true to this. I'll just say that. And there's a reason why we've been able to have this longevity and to be able to continue to grow. In most cities, we always have to move to a larger venue because we just can't hold the people that we need to. And so like in Atlanta this year, we had to go to a venue that was double the size. So this year we're going to be at the Gas South District in Duluth. And so, yeah, it's been a blessing. It's been a lot of work. And there's a reason why more people don't do this work because it's a lot of work and it's very expensive. It's a lot of work and it's very expensive. But it's not about us. It's about our sisters. We have a trademark slogan. When my sister wins, we all win. And we are so serious about that thing. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's not benefiting my sisters, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. But when my sister wins, I'm good because that means I win too. So yeah, that's who we are. And thank you, Ryan, for having us. And we'll see y'all this weekend.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you again for the conversation. It was a great conversation. You dropped a lot of gems, a lot of information, even stuff that I didn't know about all the amazing work you're doing. So again, thank you for just coming on tonight. See y'all in a few days. Saturday, I will be there. I'm shopping with a lot of vendors. I'm gonna have a little bag with me, ready to shop. So
yes, come on, do it up. Run it up.
I'm making rain on a few vendors. So
Okay, y'all better be ready, sisters.
Definitely. So yeah, they're ready for y'all in Philly. Yep, definitely. So I mean, other than that, everyone have a great evening. Aisha, looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, seeing everybody that's going to be there. If you haven't already got your tickets or your vendor slot, click the link right there. It's in her bio as well. We will save this recording. Other than that, see everyone on Saturday.
Holla. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right.